Well, I'm grateful for the opportunity to work on this legislation and to partner with Senator Warner. A number of our colleagues are, as he said, our team's staffs have worked closely together over the past several weeks refining this legislation. It is widely acknowledged that TikTok's a threat to our national security, which is why Congress took steps last year to ban the platform on government devices. And before TikTok, as Mark pointed out, Congress had to take steps to remove Huawei, ZTE, and ZTE from our telecommunications networks. In my view, we do need an approach that does away with this whack-a-mole with this particular technology and with adversarial nations, and come up with a more systemic process in which to examine these risks and to act on them. I've long been concerned about how every social media company uses the data it collects from users, and I've introduced a number of bipartisan pieces of legislation to bring more transparency to big tech. But I'm particularly concerned about TikTok's connections to the Chinese Communist Party, which repeatedly spies on American citizens. It was reported last year that China-based employees of ByteDance have repeatedly accessed non-public data about users in the U.S. despite TikTok saying to the contrary. And as Senator Warner pointed out, both the Trump and the Biden administrations recognize the need for a robust process in place to evaluate the threats that are posed by foreign technology. This legislation builds on those efforts by establishing a comprehensive process within the Department of Commerce to mitigate, and which ultimately could lead, I would add, to banning platforms like TikTok. The Chinese Communist Party has proven over the last few years that it is willing to lie about just about everything. That likely won't end with TikTok, which is why it's important to establish a holistic and methodical approach to the challenges that are posed by technology from foreign adversaries. It's safe to assume that if the CCP is willing to lie about its spy balloon and cover up the origins of the worst pandemic in 100 years, they'll lie about using TikTok to spy on American citizens. It's high time we address this issue. I think this legislation goes about it in the right way and deals with some of the attacks that have been made in the past constitutionally about how you approach specific or individual companies. But I'm pleased to be working with my colleagues on this, and I hope that this is one of those issues that we can work in a bipartisan way to solve, to get something on the President's desk and start to attack this problem. Thank you.